my children, and welcome once again to Longbox of the Damned! A new location once more. And yet, despite being something fresh, it's full of the familiar. And how appropriate for what we're starting off this year with. DC's late answer to Marvel Zombies. DCeased. Darkseid, ruler of Apocalypse, has once again invaded Earth, and once again the cape and costume crowd have dealt with him. However, Darkseid being Darkseid, he admits under the compelling of the lasso of truth that he has no need for Earth. The invasion was all a ploy to capture Cyborg. The Machine Man is brought to Darkseid's chief torturer, DCeased, who tells him of the anti-life equation, a force that strips those who are exposed to it of free will. Darkseid already possesses half of the equation and believes that the other half exists within Cyborg's systems. To ensure that they control Victor Stone and not risk losing the equation should he die during the combining of the halves, Darkseid summons the Black Racer, the Grim Reaper of the New Gods. Feels like he should be winning more often if he's got death itself on his contacts list. They extract the blood of the Black Racer and inject it into Cyborg. But once he placed his half of the equation into Cyborg, it changed. It corrupts the equation, turning it into a virus that infects Darkseid. DCeased, realizing what they had made, sends Cyborg back to Earth, while Darkseid leaps into the core of Apocalypse and unleashes his power, utterly destroying the world. Cyborg, meanwhile, was soon seen by the citizens of Metropolis when he lands, and the anti-life equation spread. The equation turned into a techno-organic virus, infecting the minds of any who looked at a screen. Social media allowed it to spread quickly, turning any who witnessed it into violent zombies enslaved to its will. This is why I don't have a Twitter account, my children. Or maybe that's why I should get one. Superman, quickly learning of all this, rescues Lois Lane, their son John, and Robin Damian Wayne. Batman, in turn, works to try to stop it and switches all his equipment to analog backups instead of the digital. Unfortunately, his systems predict that 600 million have already been infected, and that billions will be infected in a matter of days. While Batman is able to help Alfred, both Nightwing and Tim Drake become infected and attack him, biting and clawing at the Caped Crusader. Superman takes his rescued family to the Daily Planet, hoping to use some of its older equipment to communicate with as many heroes and survivors that they can get in touch with. Meanwhile, Poison Ivy encourages Harley Quinn to go talk to the Joker with a baseball bat to finally and completely cut things off from him. Though it looks like from his face, he's been busy with cutting things already. Out on a camping trip, Hal Jordan, Oliver Queen, and Dinah Lance enjoy some time together. Until Hal looks at his phone and becomes infected. Black Canary is forced to use her sonic scream to kill him. And it seems the Green Lantern ring is okay with that, because she is quickly found as a replacement, becoming a new Green Lantern herself. Green Canary doesn't have quite the same pizzazz to it. Makes it sound more like it's moldy or something. Superman retrieves them and they get in contact with Batman, who is slowly succumbing to the anti-life equation, slowed down only by one of Mr. Freeze's refrigeration suits. He informs them that they are not zombies. Screw you, they totally are zombies, or else they wouldn't be on my show. They're the anti-living, stealing life and spreading death. The techno-organic virus can be stopped only two ways: destroy any carriers of the virus, and destroy the internet. Well, I'm out of a job. See you next year when I start spotlighting horror radio dramas. After he says farewell to his son, Batman succumbs to the virus and Alfred is forced to kill him, taking a Batplane to rendezvous with the others. After Harley defeats the Joker, she's then forced to kill the Birds of Prey, with Poison Ivy's help of course. Atlantis is soon attacked by an infected Aquaman, who in turn spreads the disease to Tempest and forces Queen Mera to flee. Superman rescues some more heroes and civilians on the way to Smallville, learning that sadly his own father has been infected. He locks him away, unable to kill him as he rescues his mother and brings her back to the Daily Planet. Things go from bad to worse when Ray Palmer becomes infected, using his microscopic powers to go inside Captain Atom and infecting him too. The nuclear might inside of him now able to get infected. While the messages go out for any heroes and civilians to head to the Daily Planet, they learn of Captain Atom's infection. Superman and Wonder Woman try to stop him, but he detonates himself with his full fury, destroying Washington, D.C., Baltimore, and Metropolis. It's only thanks to Black Canary's new Green Lantern powers that the survivors, well, survive. Over the next few days, progress is made. Every major server taken down, every mass digital broadcasting device destroyed, internet pipelines and cables severed across the globe. Themyscira is expanded and takes on refugees from the world. Damien takes on the mantle of his father and negotiates with Poison Ivy to let survivors stay in the Gotham jungle that she has set up that wards off any infected. The Fortress of Solitude becomes the new Hall of Heroes, where Lex Luthor aids in designing giant arc ships. To Cyborg and Luthor, Earth is doomed. Even with their progress, there's no way to stop the infection and too many zombies to kill. The arcs begin being constructed. But soon the heroes are attacked by the Martian Manhunter, whose vast array of powers allows him to kill many and infect the Flash. With his super speed, many survivors are turned and taken down, so Superman must end him. But the Flash was able to get a few fingers past the Man of Steel's skin, probably from vibration, and thus begin infecting him too. He says his farewells to his family before flying into space, hoping to get as far away from Earth and starved of oxygen as he can. But it's too late when Superman falls. All hope was lost at 11:48 a.m. It was a Wednesday.
Still, nice day for it.
Realizing the Arcs have no chance of escaping Earth while Superman is infected, they quickly get to work on how to stop him. Wonder Woman merging kryptonite with the Sword of Athena. The weapon of the goddess of war, craft, and mathematics is appropriate. After all, what they fight is an equation.
I know typing of the dead is a thing, but what about math problems of the dead?
As 6 million people are loaded onto the Ark, Poison Ivy elects to stay behind, refusing to abandon the Earth and, well, Harley Quinn loves her, so they stay. Superman is engaged as the Arcs take off, with Wonder Woman managing to stab him at the cost of her own life to the equation. Cyborg also must stay behind, being patient zero of the virus. Superboy fights his father as the Green Lantern Corps finally arrives, quarantining Earth and giving the unliving Superman pause. He retreats into the sun to absorb its power and turn the system cold. They may not kill the virus, but they will contain it for now. Cyborg uses the lasso of truth to communicate with the equation. It admits that it cannot be stopped, but that there is a cure to the virus inside of Cyborg himself. Unfortunately, he is momentarily distracted from this revelation, and it allows the zombie Wonder Woman to kill him. Still, while life is fleeting and death is forever, the monster of death could at least be behind those humans who soon arrive at Earth 2.
Unlike Marvel zombies, DCeased exemplifies the DC universe in a way that is definitely more reflective of its universe. The specter of death may remain, but hope springs eternal. Although, we all know what we truly hope for. 30 days of horror stories from the Longbox of the Damned.